Hello, dear friends. I am Noemi Paimal from Pedagogy 3000, Education 3000, and welcome to our online classes. I wish you a very good day. I hope you are well. And today we have a very important subject. We are going to talk about peace culture, how to have education and peace together, and how to do it, and how to achieve that. We really wish that education can be hand by hand with peace culture and create a beautiful peace culture and beautiful environment from the school, from the home, as well as the communities as a habit of life. And that way we will reach peace around the world. I recommend again, the same book is NoViolent Communication from Marshall Rosenberg. You can download it and have it part of the curricula. And maybe before we start the school, every year, it would be good that the first week we reinforce again and again the non-violent communication skills. We have a couple of classes for the students, for the parents, and for the staff, and for all the teachers, of course. And have it as a way of life, part of our life, as a habit of life. We have as well a program, it's called School Embassy of Peace. And this is a program where everybody turns out to be an ambassador of peace. And everybody will participate to this program. It's a 2-year program, and it's very practical. And you can download the book from our website, education3000.info. 8 levels of peace. Again, we have all this level of peace. It's easier for pedagogic purpose. Peace with oneself, of course, peace with others, and peace with nature. But with Peace 3000, we put a couple of more levels because for practical reasons. So we know what to do with those different levels. So we start again with peace with oneself, of course, peace in school with all the programs we have with peace culture, peace in the family and the lineage and the ancestors and where I come from and my roots, and work really with the families of the students, local and national peace, what to do here, peace with nature, which is a green petal in the 7-petal school, peace in the world. We can have at the entrance of the school and in the corridor many murals and pictures and collage with all the word and the 5 continents and all the different ethnic and different culture and cosmovision. And it's a reminder, yes, we are one world, and we do need this peace in the world. Peace with everything, which is everything, like to be comfortable of being here and to do our part. And peace with history and religion, to teach history from the point of view as well of peace, not only war, and religion, to have parallel religion or compared religion, part of the curricula for life. A little bit of history. We have here the flag of peace from Nicholas Roerich. Is from Russia. He started in 1935 with this flag of peace, and now it's all around the world, and it's a good flag for any peace activity. Actually, I am an ambassador of this flag. I received that in Argentina a couple of years ago. And to know that there is peace culture is building up from at least 1 century now. The program for peace culture we have in Peace 3000 is the School Ambassador of Peace. The books, we have 2 books, we will see that later on peace culture and how to do it. We have the practical handbooks, and we have a book called Practical Peace 3000. About history, we start with Seville, this is Spain, Manifesto on Violence, 1809, where they say in this manifesto, peace is possible because war is not a biological misfortune, and war is a social invention, and that peace can be built instead. Meaning, if we invented war, we can do the opposite. We can state now, from now on, peace is possible, and we build peace instead around the world. The other statement is from UNESCO. It was called the Peace Decade, 2000 to 2010, when this statement and this decade stipulates the importance of everyone's commitment to peace culture and no violence, and inviting everybody to part of that. And I would certainly invite all the school. From very little age, it's like we build up a culture of peace culture inside the school, when the norm is peace culture, and it's not accepted anymore, the culture of violence and bullying and violent communication. Another document from UNESCO, this is from 2015, it's about the how we can have the common welfare around the world, and they say through sustainable development, through humanist perspective to transform the education, to an opening of the public policies, and here we are, the education as a human right for everyone to learn to be. Again, the be, to be, not only to have and to know, to be a human being, to be empathic, to be in peace, as a fundamental part for the human world, or fundamental axis for a human world, or a world more human, or with more humanity, sustainability, and in peace. We, as a Peace 3000, in 2016, we had the post-trauma program with kids from Syria, at the border of Syria, in Turkey and Lebanon, and it went very well. It's a bunch of tools to get away from the trauma and to start to build up a positive life with harmony and with peace. So after that, we decided to do another program. It was like to spread the word. It was like have consciousness on peace, and it was through the social media. It was called I Can Choose, and I Choose Peace. Remember, we use the languages as a mean of peace culture, as a tool. Many languages to get acquainted with many alphabet, cosmovision, culture, languages, and countries. The School Embassy of Peace is about 4 phases, where the first is a test, then it's a 1-year approach, and 1 year of deeper programs. And that's very nice. You can download the book too from our website. And we have the flag of peace, which is 3 circles with the symbol of your own community or school or country inside. Now on the slide, Visible Peace and 000 AV program. This program is practically how we can start peace culture in our schools or wherever we are, and community and house. 000 is zero bullying, like make visible and make sure here bullying isn't an option, and we reverse the culture of violence by culture of peace. 0 bullying, 0 garbage, 0 CO2, or at least as low as possible, to have the level of garbage and the level of CO2 as low as possible, as an example, for the kids and for the parents and for the teachers of a more friendly environment and have peace with nature. 1000 stands for 1000 trees. The whole school can plant 1000 native trees per year. That would be a good goal. And V is for visible. We mean by visible, make sure when we enter the school or whatever space we are working on, here the culture is culture of peace. From a mural from outside, from the street actually, we can see it's about peace here, with a flag, a peace flag, with when you enter another mural or all composition or collage or piece of art that reminds us this is peace here. In the corridor as well, at the entrance of the classroom, festival of peace, movies about peace, concert about peace. So little by little is peace, 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 peace. So we know here what we want, what's acceptable is peace culture. That's where somebody gets angry or wants to be violent, it's like people or the other kids look at him or her and say, what's happening to you? Here is peace culture. And this is called to reverse a culture. And that's the best we can have where we are, the best for the school, because then it's contagious and it's habit. And year after year, you will see it's so beautiful and so much better. And then the neighborhood will have this habit of peace as well, the store and the families and everybody in touch with the school. Then we can see that the 7 petal schools, the whole idea is based on peace culture as well. That's why all the petal will bring something to peace culture. The blue petal, to be fit in the body, of course, will give you inner peace and emotional peace as well. So it was thought in that sense. The yellow petal, all the topics are geared toward peace and how to build peace culture. The pink one is obviously it's the one with peace culture visible. It's about emotions, it's about self-esteem, it's about interpersonal skills. The white is used to use heart as peace. It's a tool for peace. You can express yourself and be in peace and create beautiful heart that will enhance peace culture as well. Green is peace with nature. Red is to be in peace because we can do and we can achieve what we want to do and get inner peace because of that and inner satisfaction. And the violet or purple petal is about inner peace. That's a beautiful program. About the bibliography, we can mention about John Galton from Norway. He has an Institute of Research for Peace. John Paul Lederach from USA. His specialty is about conflict zones and the transformations of the conflict, sustainable peace, and reconciliation in divided society. So it's good to study that inside the school. And Vicente Martinez Guzman is from the University of Jaime I of Castellón, Spain. And he talks about the different peace. And different peace, you have the Greek peace. The Greek peace is when everything is fine and we don't mention if there is a conflict and we try to avoid all conflict. It's kind of a little bit of to hide violence and have peace, but just by not talking about it and not taking an action about it. The Roman peace from Roma is peace by force. Then we have Ahimsa peace, which is from Gandhi, which is peace and compassion. It's a deeper peace, definitely. And we decided with Peace 2000 to put the peace with all the level, like an holistic peace. There is a very good research and action from Francisco Muñoz. It's called the Imperfect Piece. And it calls that as well heuristic with an H, heuristic peace or particle peace. Meaning, even though we won't reach the perfect peace and everything will be perfect right away, we are in the way of and we are building peace. And heuristic intelligence actually is like we do it, especially when there is an emergency. We do it even though it's not exactly the way we want, but we do the first steps, and it's very practical. And it has schools, and it's called schools Peace Space in Andalus in Spain, and it's very nice. So we invite also the school to be part of the Peace program. Here the book is done by Nelly Chavaria and me, and it's a pocket book. It's we invite you to unload and photocopy and to spread and to distribute. It's called Peace 3000. A multi-level peace, a deep peace, and durable peace for the third millennium. And you can find it in the website. The other one is a bigger one. After we decided when we did the campaign, I can choose peace. Then we said, now I choose peace, what do I do with peace? And we end up with this book. It's called The Active Peace 3000, with a lot of experiences. It's in Spanish so far, but if you want to translate, send me an email. And it's called Active Peace 3000, when there is a lot of actions and ideas done inside the school, a community, and with great success. So we have ideas from this book on what to do practically. Then we have this report from Delors. This from quite a while ago. It was 1996. And it was the 4 pillars of international education. In Education Keeps a Treasure, UNESCO's International Commission on Education. And on this report, they talked for the first time, finally, not about to know or have knowledge, which is to know, but to do, to know how to live together, and to know how to be, which is great, and which is the 7 petals actually. So thank you so much. Please take care. I wish you all the best. And let's remember, peace starts from inside. Thank you. You take care.